What's going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios. I'm back with another episode of Raid Shadow Legends. In today's episode, I'm going to be bringing Basilisk V2, man. You guys know that I was doing it in the last video. I saw you guys all enjoy that one. The whole two views on that video. Yeah, really appreciated it. Glad everybody liked it. And so, you know, with the rave reviews of the last one, I'm going to make another Basilisk video today. The only difference is I promised in the last video that I would put him in Avenging gear, and he is now in Avenging gear. So we're going to be taking him inside arena today. I'm going to give you a quick glance of the build, and then I'm going to show you what he can do. So this is an attack champion from the Lizardmen faction, for those that don't know. He's really only good in one area. I mean, he's pretty good in arena, but he's not really useful in a whole lot of other areas, but he makes up for it by being so good in arena. So here is his skill kit, just very simple kit. He's got 3 abilities. He's got an A1 with attacks all enemies and places an increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns if the attack is critical. Not a bad A1. And his A2 hits pretty hard as well. It's an attacks one enemy and places a stun debuff for 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown. That can one-shot a lot of people if he has enough damage built into his kit. And he also has a really nice passive for an arena nuker. Is when he dies, revives this champion to 30% HP and a block damage buff for 1 turn on a 6-turn cooldown. So that can be pretty useful, especially with a counterattack built into his kit, and the fact that a lot of teams in Arena like to reduce turn meter. So if they find themselves reducing turn meter and critting him and not removing that debuff, he can likely kill an entire team while that block damage buff is up before he even gets a turn. So I really thought that he would be better in Avenging gear than any other set in this game, even Savage gear. The reason being is because of that block damage buff when he's revived. The fact that he does hit fairly hard with his A1 to begin with. It's an attacks all enemies. So if he counterattacks, that's just going to be great. And I found to pair him with Necrit, so he's not only going to be counterattacking, but he's also going to be ally attacking. So we're going to rack up the A1s from Basilisk. And yeah, so the way I got him set up is 4 artifacts per set, 45% chance to counterattack when hit with a critical hit. On top of that, if I had the resources, I would give him all revenge accessories, which offer a 5% chance to counterattack when hit. So right now, with that, he's got a 50% chance to counterattack when hit when they hit him with a critical hit. And with the masteries, the important masteries for Basilisk is Retribution. So whenever he loses 25% of his max HP from a single enemy skill, he's going to have basically a 100% chance to counterattack if it's a crit. So that's really nice. And I've decided to go with Helm Smasher, so ignores 25% of the target's defense when he hits. What else do I got on him here? I kind of forget. Crit rate, crit damage, just a very simple arena nuker. Shield breaker is very important for any arena nuker, I think, because there's so many shields in arena. Ruthless Ambush is pretty good, especially when paired with Single Out for this champion, because he's not going to be one-shotting a whole lot of people. He's going to take like usually 2 or 3 hits to kill them, which is fine. You'll see that works just fine. So I think Single Out is a great option to go with here. And then obviously Bring It Down. Everybody's going to have higher max HP than him, so Bring It Down is going to work great here. Methodical is going to work fantastic because he's only going to be using his default skill, and eventually it's going to have 10% extra damage on it. As well as Kill Streak, he's going to be one doing the killing on my team. He's going to be the only damage dealer on my team because he does that job so fantastically. Increases the damage inflicted by 6% in the arena for each champion killed by this champion in battle. and it can stack up to 12% more damage. So we got that. Just a few defensive, like improved parry doesn't really affect him a whole lot. More resistance, heal when he kills an enemy, and delay death, so reduces damage over time whenever they're using their A1s on him. So that's, you know, it's a pretty simple kit. Let's check out his total stats first. I've got 32k HP. He's going to be the lowest HP on my team, because I'm going to be pairing with 𝓑𝓬𝓙. 𝓑𝓬𝓙's going to be giving him a big shield, ally protect, block debuffs, and strengthen for either 3 or 4 turns. And the ally protect is not removable, and basically whenever he gets hit, if he doesn't have a shield on him, when he's under the ally protect, he'll get another 30% shield. 30% of 𝓑𝓬𝓙's 70k HP, so it'll be like a 20k shield or 25k shield. So he'll effectively have about, you know, 50 to 55k HP for the battle, on top of all the other buffs that he's getting placed on him. Increased defense. This team has increased defense, increased crit rate. I probably should have thought of that before building him to a 100% crit rate, but anyways, it still works because he doesn't always have the extra crit rate on him. 200% crit damage. I know that's very low. I wish I could have got it higher, but I had to put him in Avenging set, and this is definitely working so far. Accuracy is not that important because he's going to be doing pure damage, and 4k attack is just fine. 173 speed. I'd like to get it, you know, anywhere from 160 to 170 is just fine with this type of a build. Because of all the counter attacks and ally attacks, the slower the better, basically, because when it'll really shine is when that block damage buff gets put on him, and the enemy just keeps smacking him. Without a removal of that debuff, he's just going to keep counterattacking and attacking their entire team. So that does work out quite often to where that actually wins us the game. And then I just got a random 2-piece like attack chest and speed boots, because I couldn't get enough speed on him to put him in attack percent boots, otherwise I would have. And we got on him a very bad attack ring with like no attack rolls on it, a crit damage amulet with attack on it, and an attack banner with speed and a couple rolls of attack percent. So it's not that bad of a banner. So the other people that he's going to be going with, like I said before, he's going to be on a go second team today. So this is like the go second best. I think this is where he fits best. Even without defense down, there's going to be no defense down on the team. There's going to be the only time he's going to get increased attack is from his own little, so he's only ever going to have like a 25% increased attack. As I said before, he's going to be getting paired with 𝓑𝓬𝓙. So 𝓑𝓬𝓙's in a shield set, and he's just going to be basically placing an insane amount of buffs on the team, as well as ally attacking. That's what 𝓑𝓬𝓙's going to be doing with his kit. Yeah, on a very low cooldown. It's just insane what 𝓑𝓬𝓙 can do on a team like this. And then for the... I always love pairing Godseeker with 𝓑𝓬𝓙, mainly because she's in a relentless set, so she has chances to get an extra turn. She's pretty tanky at 3675 defense and 43k HP, 107 crit rate, 219 speed, so she's pretty quick, and 199 accuracy, so she can land this. Is pretty much her bread and butter, is attacks all enemies, heals all allies by 15% of their max HP, and decreases the duration of all buffs on all enemies by 1 turn, and increases the duration of all buffs on all allies by 1 turn. So this is going to be very good with 𝓑𝓬𝓙. She's also got a heal on her A1, so she'll heal the lowest HP champion on the team with her A1. And then her Rise of Glory, which revives a dead ally to 50%, fills their turn meter by 50%, and resets the cooldown of all their skills on a 4-turn cooldown. This will come in big time handy when going in a go second team. Guardian Angel. So the passive effect increases the amount of healing all allies receive by 10%, and if an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, she basically just places a revive on death on them before they take that hit, and then they get revived on a 4-turn cooldown. Okay, so that's basically it for her. She's got Masteries, Timely Intervention, which is really good on her, and Spirit Haste. So she could be getting to that. She's going to be getting to that revive pretty quickly. And then the last guy, it's a very interesting choice. I think many will agree. That is a very speculative choice for a 4 slot on a Go second team in Gold 4 Arena, but it works. Mausoleum Mage, man, is a very underrated champ here. As you can see, he's actually not that underrated. 4.8 on Arena Defense, I would definitely agree with that. And Arena Offense, I would definitely give him a 5 in Arena Offense because he is just so damn good. Mausoleum Mage, so I got him right now. I got him in a high resist. So he's got 350 resist. I thought he had more than that, but he's only got 350 resist. 45k HP and 2900 defense and 196 speed. I was only able to get 2 good pieces of resist gear on him, so yeah, that's why that's happening right now. With the masteries, he's actually got a thing called Solidarity, so this is kind of a resist team as well. Necrit and Mausoleum Mage both have Solidarity, so it increases ally resist by 5 for each buff placed on them by this champion. So our team resist is going to be, you know, nearing 300, which is great because not a lot of people have even close to 300 accuracy in Gold 4 Arena in the early going. So it's going to be working out just great for our team because we're going to be buffing a lot. Mausoleum Mage has Might of Undeath, increased crit rate, increased defense, and block debuffs. So that's on a 3-turn cooldown. That's amazing. And then Winds of Purging on a 4-turn cooldown. It's basically a cleanse, removes all debuffs, and then heals all allies by 10% of those champions' max HP. Heals each ally by a further 10% if 1 or more debuffs are removed from that ally, and fills each ally's turn meter by 15% if 2 or more debuffs are removed from that ally. So it's just like, wow, like looking at this guy's abilities here. And he has a decreased speed on his A1, the big version. So it's like, this guy is just so good, man. This guy has been rocking the boat. Let's take him into Arena and see if, let's see if I could put my money where my mouth is. Let's check the battle log. This is my Arena defense. Necrit in the lead for resist aura. So it's extra 60 resist, team resist. And then Basilisk in the 2 spot, which is very important here, because Necrit will always give Basilisk the ally protect first before anybody else. And then I got Godseeker in front of Mazo Mage so that she'll revive herself before she revives Mazo Mage. And Mazo Mage, if he kind of dies, whatever, it's not that really that important, because if everybody else on the team is dead and it's just Mazo Mage standing, then it doesn't really matter anyway. So that's why I have it set up like that. And lots of defeats here. We got victory, victory, victory. So we do get a few victories with this team on defense. It's not perfect setup, but it is what it is, man. It's going to get some victories, and it's definitely going to get some defeats as well. But if we go into the attack section, this is all that team pretty much, just banging out the wins non-stop. So let's go right in here and see if we can find, well, we're obviously going to find some teams that we could go up against. This may be one of them. It is a level 85, so that does kind of concern me a little bit. But they've got 𝓑𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓬𝓴 as their nuker. 155k team power and Tyrant. Okay, well, I don't know what this guy does. So let's go in here and see how well this team stacks up. They got 193k team power, so I just have Necrit using Legion of the Damned as his opener, and then he can just kind of take it from there. Another thing about this team too is it's auto friendly, so it's really nice. I just got Basilisk doing whatever he wants, Godseeker doing whatever she wants, and same with Mazo Mage. So very easy to set up on auto, and they just usually run it out. You know, they do no worse than I would do on manual 99% of the time. So let's see here what they do. Okay, so they do have a Tormund. Tormund's not frozen anybody on my team yet. Provoke is great. I love it when they provoke my Basilisk, because it really doesn't matter. They can provoke. You know, that's one of the strengths of this team. Here comes the first ally attack. And another counter attack there. Tormund just critted Basilisk, who's got a lot of survivability with that ally protect. Basilisk goes in for his third attack, and already two have been downed. One more attack, and we're gonna take out Syl here, and we're gonna take out Arbiter, and Tormund's just done. He's just standing there frozen. GG, dope as fuck. Let's move on to the next one. Same with 𝓑𝓬𝓴, just constantly removing buffs. We may be able to do it because we got 2 red affinity on our team, and their nuker is blue. So and their team power is low. Matchups are really important with this team. So let's go in here and see if they can do this. Let's slow this down a little bit, as I know that first one was a little... the other team's going first. They took their first turn, and 𝓑𝓬𝓴 just did an A2, so I did counterattack on that. And then their nuker didn't kill anybody, so that's how tough this team is with that shield set. And now basically what Necrit did before the match even started was place block debuffs, ally protect, which can't be removed, for 6 turns, strengthen for 3 turns, and a shield buff for 3 turns on Basilisk before anything even happened. So the Necrit, what he does is he goes in with his ally attack, so he teams up with any allies under ally protection, and then they attack one target. So Basilisk is gonna we'll target Arbiter here, and Basilisk is gonna attack everyone. Foley did get sat down there, and then Arbiter's coming in here with another attack. So that's how that goes. And since we did kill Foley with that attack, Necrit doesn't get an extra turn, but he would have if we didn't kill an enemy. He would get an extra turn there. But we're pretty well ahead right now, so next thing here, we're going to go in for the attacks all enemies with Godseeker and the heal. And removing buffs, so buffs have been stripped. And now my buffs have been stripped, but Madame, it's not really going to work out for you, because I'm just going to remove your debuffs, heal my team, and boost the turn meter. So that was a really bad idea for Madame to do that just there. And now everybody going to die. There we go. So it's a pretty versatile team, man. I had a lot of fun making this team. Here we got a Warlord, a Lysandra, a lot of damage on this team, and a weak affinity matchup here. I want to see if my 350 resist is enough to take care of these bomb debuffs, or will we get defeated by the Warlord? They will go first, no surprise there, with a speed lead and a speed booster. And they instantly get counterattacked, which does no damage. They landed 2 bombs and did absolutely no damage with Lord Shazar. And Warlord still hasn't even gotten to go yet. So that's interesting. The first one we're going to be going for is their Warlord, because Shazar just doesn't seem to be doing any damage. Not at all concerned about him right now. And then we'll just go ahead here and protect Godseeker. Protect Godseeker there. And then we'll remove the debuffs. And that's it. And it can just be autoed out, and it's probably an easy win. I could have probably just autoed this out. Basilisk Gray against Warlord, because he just A1s and counterattacks the whole time anyway. You can't put those on cooldown. So he just, yeah, he's a fantastic choice against Warlord team. And then everybody's dead. That was a good one. And not everybody uses her, so even in a team like this, they don't have a 𝓑𝓵, but they have 𝓑𝓵𝓮, who's not been fully leveled. They have 𝓬𝓐𝓵𝓬𝓸𝓷. There's sometimes you could take them on and it will work, but this may not be the best matchup for Basilisk as a 𝓬𝓐𝓵 team. And I'm going to show you why. He doesn't even have 100 crit rate, are you kidding me? Look at them decreasing my turn meter. Now we're going to counterattack again. And now it's just 𝓬𝓐𝓵 versus Basilisk. Who will win this one? That's the beauty of a block damage buff that they didn't remove, man. I love it when that happens. Alright, next, moving on to this one's a pretty tough matchup. We got the Lockout, we got the Nuker, and the drop defense and weakened speed booster, and of course Arbiter. This matchup could go either way, but I tend to do very well against Genbo builds. This Basilisk tends to do very well against Genbo, because he's very squishy. Yeah, so we're pretty well ahead here. There's really no threat at the moment of Basilisk dying. And as soon as we get another counterattack here, it's probably, there we go, it's just over. Basilisk does it all by himself, just like that. This match, he's actually pretty good against 𝓬𝓭 too, because he'll just counterattack their whole team to death. If their 𝓬𝓭's not built super strong, we could win this matchup. Duchess is good, but she's not that good. 𝓑𝓵 is much better against Basilisk because of the increased defense and block debuffs. And yeah, we're just we're doing too much damage for them to be able to keep up. Even if she had a revive on a 3-turn cooldown, unless the Duchess is super tanky, I don't think that they can win this matchup. Because we would just keep killing them every time. Okay, she did get a revive in there, but now she's dead. And now it's up to Arbiter to pick her back up again. But like I said, I just don't think it's gonna happen. That's all she wrote for that team. These teams are all too powerful. I wouldn't... Starting to climb up the ranks a little bit here. 𝓑𝓪𝓬𝓴 𝓓𝓬𝓪. We may be able to do this. We may be able to survive a seer nuke. Probably not, but the rest of the team isn't that good. The rest of their team isn't that good. Yeah, see, so we just literally took a full nuke from Seer and didn't even really phase us all that much. We're about to start popping off here. That's why I really like this setup, because this team is just so tanky. If it's not 𝓑𝓵𝓮 or 𝓘'𝓿𝓮, it's usually a no-go. Another thing I like about this setup too is it really fools a lot of people, because it doesn't use a speed booster, so everyone's going to be like, oh, the team doesn't have a speed lead, they're garbage, they're trash. Look at all these teams, 𝓑𝓵𝓪, 𝓑𝓵𝓪, 𝓑𝓵, blah, 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 blah. Everyone runs a speed lead because they don't have any creativity, man. Nobody in Arena has any creativity. They just say, oh my god, I gotta get speed, speed, speed on my team. No, you don't, actually. It's a facade that the only thing that'll win in Arena is speed. Look at my Great Hall. This is since the reset. 67 wins, 8 losses with that team. 89% win rate. Here's a good one. Royal Huntsman, Maneater, 𝓑𝓐, and 𝓑𝓵𝓪. This should be an easy win. No counterattack there, so 𝓑𝓐 didn't crit, and neither did Royal Huntsman. Doesn't matter anyways, they got unkillables for the next turn. Just wiped off all those unkillables, and now they're hurting. Now they're in big trouble. And they're going to attack Basilisk a lot on auto as well, which is really good for the counterattack. And they're just done at this point. They have done nothing to our team. So that's pretty much a day in the life of Black Dragon farming Arena Gold 4 with this team. They're not the fastest team in the world, no doubt, I'll give you that. But they're no slouches either. Here's just a basic Gold 4 setup. Double speed lead, drop defense and weaken, and a big nuke. But like I said before, Genbo doesn't really hit that hard on this particular team, because 2 of my team is Force Affinity. If they won against us here, I would be really surprised. And here we go, Basilisk just doing it all. He just does it all, man. He's just so good. Rotos, Madame, Seeker. I'm probably going to stay away from Madame. Generally with this team, I'm staying away from AoE remove all buffs. Generally speaking, that's not a hard, fast, steadfast rule, but it's a general rule of thumb to just avoid Madame Seris. This team's really good against Hegemon, as you saw earlier. He's really good against Tormund builds. This team is pretty much the answer to Tormund and Hegemon, which is really nice to have an answer so early I think I'm only like 90 days played or 100 days played to already have an answer, a solid answer to Tormund and Hegemon builds. Here's another Warlord 𝓬𝓬𝓙 miscreated monster, 231k team power. I'm not convinced that they have enough firepower to beat us here. We'll see how hard their miscreated monster hits, but I think that's their damage dealer here. We should be able to win this matchup. I'm not sure if Warlord was able to, no, he was not, he did not have enough accuracy to land his A3. So, yeah, their team's pretty screwed at this point. And they're just, yeah, they're hitting crits, they're attacking Basilisk and hitting crits. So, yeah, that's a really shocking but easy win for our team there. I want to try to find a Hegemon team without Foley or Trenda or 𝓘'𝓿𝓮. Here we go. He did not land block active skills on anybody, so they're gonna be up to their ℘𝓻𝓮 to win them the matchup, and that didn't really do much. That first nuke didn't really do a whole lot. Here comes the second one. He's not even critting. Like, this is insane. He's not even hitting a critical hit. That's why Basilisk's not counterattacking. Like, they have not even built their nuker properly. No le estés achacando al empre tu fracaso ni las consecuencias de tus decisiones y malos pasos. Como no pensé en progreso, ¿para qué quieres más atraso? Y seguir dándonos coñazos como un niño por no hacer caso. En esta vida hay que ser todo un profesional, no solo a nivel laboral, también a nivel personal. ¿Cómo quieres que esto crezca si no quieres apoyar? Nivel triunfar a los demás solo porquería parental que por cantar. Here's kind of a funky team. They've got kind of a weird map. They got no speed lead. They've got just a bunch of like off-meta champions, save but for Krisk. I think we could probably take this team. They don't really have a healer. They don't really have a reviver. That's basically it. That's basically a ticket to Doom in Arena. So I don't know how they're gonna kill me. Let's find out. They don't even really have a nuker. I mean, 𝓬𝓻 is not really... Krisk is not really a nuker either. They're just going to get counterattacked to death here. Their shields are already gone, and I still have not even gotten a turn yet. Krisk is almost dead already. Decreasing turn meter is not going to work against me in this case. Coronar is not really going to be that big of a deal here, as he would be against a lot of other teams that rely on getting a turn. My team doesn't need a turn. Wow. Just took out that team like it was nothing. Yeah, so that's basically it, man. He does pretty good in Tag Team Arena too. You can go in there, you can steal some matchups in Tag Team Arena. You know, same thing as in Arena, nothing different there. The team performs fairly well on Tag Team Arena Defense as well. As you can see, it was getting some victories on Tag Arena Defense. In Bronze 4, they're my top team for Tag Arena Defense. Exact same setup. And then a couple other, just basically blitz teams. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you really liked the video. I hope that it opens up some people's eyes to understand that you don't necessarily need speed in Arena. Counterattack, really good. Basilisk, top tier. Avenging gear, top tier. And Necrit, god tier, man. When paired with God Seeker, I don't even know what tier that would be, like above God tier for gold 4. And then Mazo Mage, man, don't even talk to me about this all-star, man. This guy was one of the best pulls I have ever pulled for my account. Because he's good everywhere, man. He's good in clan boss, he's good in dungeons, he's good in the Doom Tower. I don't even know what else to say, man. I'm getting out of here for today. Peace out, yo. Oh, yes. We got a giveaway going on the channel right now. If you want to play Raid Shadow Legends and you have not started playing yet, I have a giveaway going on the channel right now. Get your account up to level 50. Signing up with my referral link, which I'll leave in the description if you want. You can click that and load up the game, and I'll PayPal you $10 once you get your account to level 50. As well, we got some really cool merch. Right underneath the video, I leave the link to the Teespring store, so you can go check that out. Anything from t-shirts, to pants, to sweaters, to cell phone cases, even COVID-19 masks. And I'll be back in the next one. Not sure what I'll bring to the table. I'm thinking about it. I just do what feels right in the moment, and I have no set schedule. But you know it'll probably be Raid, so I'm getting out of here for now. Sayonara.
Tu psiquis, en sótanos de hielo, haters mantenemos no more tregua, listen. Esta jauría de verbo que hacen que se mortifiquen aprendices. Aquí los soldiers de la onda con rap tu fin predice. Masacre en desarrollo, cortesía del dojo de asinista escupiendo odio.
Rimas al río como almas al purgatorio. Cronistas de un vil territorio hostil, noche de insomnio. Mientras evito recuerdos grises que alimentan mi odio. No busco ocupar un puesto, vengo edificando emporios. La calle es un escenario de santuarios literarios, son sanguinarios versos como artefactos incendiarios, son emisarios de códigos binarios, su calvario son la definición de hip hop en el diccionario.